This episode is brought to you by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Some things are just better together, like party playlists and Friday nights, campfires and ghost stories, peanut butter and chocolate. And Reese's Cups are the perfect combination of creamy peanut butter and delicious milk chocolate. So, when you want something sweet, you can't do better than Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Buy Reese's today wherever candy is sold.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. Feel like that might have to be you know what the thing is, because I ain't doing multiple takes of this episode. I ain't gonna sit here all night and do this because I'm trying to see this new update with NBA 2K20 and see if it's going to judge this update and see if it's gonna be any good, because if not, I'm seriously gonna probably trade this game in. So I'm hoping this update is better. I'm hoping that it makes the game better, but if not, then I am done with this game. But and yeah, because that game, it's a game you shouldn't have to pay full price for a game and then get that in return and stuff. So anyways, yeah, I ain't say what I need to say about NBA 2K20 in the video and in the podcast episode. So go back in previous episodes and you'll see what I've been talking about. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about in this episode, things that make me mad, things that grinds my gears, that leaves me annoyed, that leaves me upset. One thing that I wanted to talk about is something that I've noticed that it's recently made me annoyed. That I'm there and I gotta see this situation happen and stuff, but I don't like when kids run out in front of me. Like when I'm walking somewhere, I'll be in the store or I'll be in the mall, then there's that one little kid that's just running in circles. Why are they running in circles? I really don't know. But then at some point in time, we cross paths. And then they run out in front of me. And I'm trying to dodge and maneuver around them and stuff. Next time, I'm just going to jump over that kid. And I'm going to make a loud, roaring noise and try to scare the life out of them. Because I'm seriously, you can't tell a kid to stop, because kids, when they ain't kid mode, there's no telling them to stop. And then I'm not even a guardian to this kid, so yeah, they're definitely not gonna listen. But I do I seriously scared the life out of them or something, or tell them hold your parents' hand, stop running out in front of me, please. I know kids want to have fun, be kids, do kid stuff, run around, swing their arms and stuff, spin in circles and things. But I'm if you see me, please don't do that. Obviously, a kid ain't gonna know who I am, but I'm dang, man. That's why I'm parents, teach, because when I was a kid, both my parents, my mom and my dad, they both taught me. My mom, she always, when we went out to places, she would get a good grip on my hand. And at that point in time, when when that hand is in that grip, I can't go nowhere. I can't. I'm I'm by my mom's side at all times. And my dad, it was just a sense. It was okay, it was he was leading the pack. So it was kind of a lion and cub thing and stuff. Cause you ain't never seen a lion and a cub hold hands or hold paws and stuff, whatever they want to call it and things. But yeah, it's just following the pack. So that's overall what I did with my dad. I was following the leader, okay? So anyways, yeah, I'm there's never a time when I was running around in circles or acting crazy around him and stuff. Nah. Just followed, just seeing where he was going, followed right behind him. Wasn't gonna go anywhere else. I'm there ain't no reason, unless we were in Safeway, then that's when I would be going to the magazine section and then look at the video game magazines and stuff. Then that'd be the only time. But other than that, outside of them aisles and stuff, yeah, always by my parents' side. And I honestly don't know why kids can't be like that today. Kids is wild nowadays, man. Kids today, they different from how I was when I was a kid. I ain't seen videos where 9-year-old kids then hijacked a car, been driving down the highways or freeways and stuff. Where are they? Where are these kids as parents? Kids are wild on the internet. I don't ever remember being wild on the internet. I remember I had some wild moments on the internet, but I feel like these kids nowadays, like 24/7 wild on the internet. That's what I said previously before. Kids don't need internet access. What else, man? Like, kids is different nowadays. Maybe it's this whole new generation stuff. And they feel like every generation kids gotta be different, because I'm pretty sure people, when we were kids, and then people that was our age back then, they were telling us the same thing, like, oh, it was different back then and stuff. But, yeah. Kids nowadays, I'm like, oh, wow. Kids gonna be having, like, straight up war zones, man. It's gonna be a war zone with these kids nowadays. Hold on, I gotta have me a water break. Yeah, that felt good. But anyways, yeah. It's going to probably be when these kids, they acting all wild and crazy today, when they grow up, and then they dealing with kids and stuff. Oh, man. It's going to be straight up war zones. We're going to be hearing explosions going on left and right. All right, like the kids, I'm telling you, it's just saying, it seems like it's going to probably just progressively get worse and worse and worse. And it's like, we just going to have to just tell these kids, like, all right, act crazy if you want to. Like, when I have kids, I'm gonna straight up, like, they're gonna be all like, my dad, they're gonna tell their friends that my dad wasn't like an OG. Like, he straight up, like, he just taught me, like, what was crazy, what was not crazy, stay away from this, get involved in this, you know, like, don't go out and be doing wild stuff, but also know, like, how to have fun and keep the party going and things. But yeah, I'm like, I ain't gonna shelter my kids, but I will, like, you know, make sure I am guiding them and letting them know, like, what's right and what's wrong and stuff. Because some kids, like, I remember back when I was in, like, school, there was this one girl. I remember I was friends with her brother, but there's this one girl where I was like, it was her and her little sister. Both of them, wild. The one girl, I don't know, like the littlest one, she always has something crazy to say to somebody. I'll never forget when I remember I seen her, she was like smashing up top ramen noodles on the sidewalk and was eating it. Then she came up to me and I'm like, bruh, her teeth, I know one thing, her teeth was way too big for her body. I was like, bruh, I remember she walked up on me and my friend one day, and it was the same day she was outside, like crushing the top ramen on the ground and was eating it. Me and my friend was like looking at her like, why is she doing that? Like, for what? Like, you walked away from your house, okay, to come out on the sidewalk and show your friend that you can eat top ramen from the sidewalk. Was this a bet? Like, was this, like, you should have explained yourself. Because I'm like, me and my friend, we're looking at you like you crazy and stuff. But anyways, we shaking our head, talking amongst each other and stuff. She comes up to us, was like, what y'all looking at? I'm telling you right now, her teeth was way too big for her body. I'm saying, like, teeth shouldn't be that big. Me and my friend, we just busted out and started laughing. And then there was another day where me and my friends, we were out in front of my house. We were in my garage way, just talking amongst each other and stuff. And there's like, so my friends, they had brought some dude that, like, well, they brought over a guy, because I think they were overall was telling him, like, oh yeah, Tyler cool and all, come over there to his house. We all just gonna chill out in front of his garage way. So we all just chilling and things. And this guy, I've never seen him before, alright? Never seen him before. But the same girl that was like eating the top ramen from the ground, she comes up to us and is all like, y'all shouldn't be out here or some crap like that. And so, anyways, he's like engaging with her. He's like, you know, like, oh, okay, you want to act crazy? I can act crazy too. So, anyways, she leaves, all right, and I'm like, what is happening? Like, I'm like, all right, dude, we don't even know each other, but he's like, he's the first one to say something out of all of us and things. Cause I was overall just gonna ignore the girl and just about like, take your crazy self home, like, ain't nobody even talking to you and stuff. But anyways, she comes back with water balloons and getting ready to like water balloon us, and I'm like, yo, if you throw that water balloon, I'm plugging. I straight up told her, I'm like, I'm plugging this hose up, all right, and I'm spraying you down. Seriously, I was like, cause she threw that water balloon at me. That's what I was gonna do. That's exactly what I was gonna do. But so anyways, dude, he goes out. The guy that I didn't even know, he goes out. He's like, throw the water balloon at me. Throw the water balloon at me. So she throws it. Boy catches it, okay? the guy had caught the water balloon, catches the water balloon. Now she's scared, and it's all like, don't throw the water balloon at me. He just threw it up like one of those referees in a basketball game. Water balloon came down, smashed all on the floor and stuff, or on the ground and stuff, exploded. Then she talking about, I'm going to go get my brother. So it was, I think everybody that was there, all right, those that I can't remember, it was me, my friend Ryan, my friend John, and then the random guy. And I'm trying to think, I don't even know if our friend Zach was there. I can't even remember. But overall, the four of us, okay, myself, Ryan, John, and then the new guy, all right, the guy that I just got introduced to. Four of us, one guy. I mean, I think one of us can take him on and stuff, but if it came down to it and two people need to jump in, the two extras can just be all like, okay, well, if this man knows some like kung fu or something, then that's when we all just jump in and we try to like tackle him down like a football player or something. But anyways, no, she brings her sister out, then her sister, all right, leave my sister alone. I'm like, she out in front of my house messing with me. So I'm like, it's stuff like that where I'm like, if she's out in front of my house messing with me, like, no, tell her to stay at her house. Like, we ain't even doing nothing to her and things. So, anyways, but no, the sister, I think, because there was like 3 sisters. The oldest one was cool. Like, we ain't never beefed or anything. But it was like, there was the littlest one and then the second one and stuff. And I'm like, bro, y'all like, man, like, leave me alone. But yeah, the second one, I remember I went to high school with her. And I'm like, I was so glad I graduated. I was like, bruh, I'm making sure. It's like, 1, because I didn't really like my teachers, and 2, because I'm like, bruh, I do not want to deal with her. I remember there was one time she was trying to follow me home because there was like, the thing is, like, we both lived in the same neighborhood. So I'm like, you don't even have to like wait for me or anything. It's like, you can just like wait until the right time and stuff and do what you got to do and stuff. But no, I remember it was crazy. I was like, I wasn't even into like sneakers and shoes being clean and stuff back then. But I remember the second oldest one, she stepped on the back of my shoes. And I'm like, you two walked all this distance to step on the back of my shoes. Like, I was crossing the street and then she gonna walk up from behind me and step on the back of my shoes. And I'm like, what did you even do that for? I'm like, are you blind? Cockeyed? Like, what's your problem? Like, do you need my glasses and things? Like, I'm like, nah, girl crazy and stuff. And so, I remember she said that she was going to egg my house. And I said, I'm like, you egg my house, I'm throwing the brick through your window. I'm like, play that game if you want to. I'm taking one of the bricks from your yard, and I'm throwing it through your window. So, I'm like, go ahead, please. I'm like, I don't care if I get a whooping. I don't care if I get in trouble. I'm letting you know I do not want to be messed with. Okay, I don't. I just want to be left alone. All right, I want to talk with my friends. I want to have fun with them. Ain't nobody talking amongst you guys. So I'm like, you stay in your lane, I'm going to stay in my lane. But anyways, I remember she was trying to follow me home. So I'm talking with my one friend, Will. I'm in front of his house. We just sitting there chilling and stuff. She goes and she never takes this shortcut ever, okay? But she takes this shortcut. Then she's standing at the end of the road, like talking with her friend and things. And so, anyways, me and Will, we already knew what was going on and stuff, because even he didn't like her and stuff. And so he was just like, okay, wait for the right time, because they kind of had like their back turned to us and stuff, so he couldn't really see us. I think they were just waiting for me to walk on by and things. And so, anyways, because I've been taking that shortcut, but then that day, because I made sure their head was completely turned, and that's the thing that people don't know about me. I'm a fast runner. I was gone in like less than 60 seconds, less than 10 seconds. Like, I was gone, out of her vision, everything. Like, she didn't even see me leave because she had her back turned to me and stuff. So I'm like, that was her mistake right there and things. But yeah, as soon as I realized her back was turned, gone. Took the other way home. I think she didn't even realize like I had already left. I remember, I think it was like, I know her mom had to go off on her and things because She must have been waiting out. No, she was waiting out there for a while. I think I remember I looked out because I was like, no, I was looking out the window. I'm like, I want to see her come home late. I want to. And I'm like, maybe it might be a few minutes and stuff. But I'm like, after me getting home and things. But I'm like, no, I want to see her. This girl, she no joke. Because school ended at like 2 something. I seen her walk into her house at like 4 something. And I'm like, oh, I know her. I know her mom gonna go crazy and stuff. I know she is. Any mom would. Okay, you coming home at 4 o'clock at my house, like that's what mom is thinking too. So anyways, yeah, that girl, I was like, nah, I was like, the thing is, I don't even know what had happened to where it was like the little one and then that one, they just had like this beef with me and stuff. I'm like, I don't know what it is. I know people always be saying stuff like, oh, they like you and stuff. I'm like, I don't. Like, I don't like when people act like that. You over here disrespecting me and acting crazy towards me, and then somehow that's like you saying that you like me. No. I have look, okay? All of the girls that I have liked throughout the 23 years of living, I've never stepped on their shoes. I've never threatened to throw eggs at their house. I've never sat out in front of them, crushed up top ramen on the ground, and ate it in front of them. I've never done any wild stuff like that. So, somebody explain to me, how is that really showing that you like a person? Like, I don't know. Call me old-fashioned, but I'm the guy that gets the girls flowers and chocolate. And then, like, compliment them. Hang out with them. You know? Overall, just, like, be a good person to them. But I'm not going to act like Godzilla towards them and just be acting wild and crazy and destructive and stuff. Like, no. I ain't got the time for all of that. So, anyways, yeah. People wild, people crazy and stuff. I was like, what other, like, childhood memories and things I think I have? I don't know. I was just like, I feel like I can't do a whole podcast about her now, like, or about that duo right there and things. Now, I gotta talk about something else and things. But anyways, what else can I talk about? I'm gonna take me a water break. I'm gonna see if I think about anything. And it's like, okay, then it's like I take the water break and I might get me an idea. Nope, absolutely nothing. Okay, so what we are going to do, we're going to go through the journal. Now it's an emergency. Now I got to go through the journal and figure out some stuff to talk about. Oh, did I wonder if I did this. The positive podcast. Because no, I wanted to do a positive podcast where I'm like giving people like positive, like, or like kind of like throwing off a positive message after just like such a negative episode talking about how I beef with the two sisters and things. But anyways, no, I wanted to do a positive episode. I don't think I did a positive episode yet. Let me check. Let me see if I like did the episode and don't remember myself doing the episode, because I remember I wrote it down. Nope. I talked about Black Air Force Ones, video games. Yeah, I talked about a bunch of different stuff, but not this positive podcast thing. So anyways, so I wanted to turn it to like one episode where I was just kind of like just like kind of like just giving people like some like motivation and stuff, like for work, school, anything that they got going on in their life and stuff. And yeah, first one I wrote down was work. All right, so kind of just giving you some positive messages about work and things, because if you overall are not enjoying your job, then that's just like a sign right there. I don't know, you got two choices. You can either figure out a way to where you can make it enjoyable, or you have to find yourself another job. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with finding yourself another job. Especially if it's like, and then it's like if you just started this job too, and it's like, yeah, if it's, because that's, honestly though, I feel like that if because you can do one or the other. You know, because my thing is like, when I remember when I started at my job, I didn't really like it that much, because I was like beefing with employees and stuff. Customers was acting crazy towards me and stuff. And yeah, overall, I was like, man, I'm like, but it was the manager, and I remember it was the supervisor, and then it was a few other employees. I was just like, you know what? I think if I'm like, you know, cool with them and stuff, then I'm like, all right, bet, like I can stay here and things. And all this other stuff, like I feel like that, yeah, having thick skin in the line of field where you're dealing with people and stuff, like, yeah, it's good to have thick skin. It's good to have thick skin, especially in the line of work where it's like you have no choice but to deal with people and things. And so, anyways, I think I have to thank YouTube for that. I really have to thank YouTube for that, because I'm like, bruh, Like I feel like if I never really dealt with the stuff I had dealt with and things, I mean, like, before YouTube, during YouTube and stuff, I felt like that if I had got at this job, like the job that I'm at now, I probably wouldn't have been there as long as as long as I've been now, because I've been at this job for like 3 years and stuff. So, yeah. It's like if I didn't have thick skin, I think, and then also, yeah, my parents too. My parents, they both got thick skin. They stuff like we sat down and we just like we roasted each other for a living. So I'm like, it ain't even so much as like cracking jokes on people and things, but like if somebody does say something crazy to you and stuff, just you gotta think along the lines like, it ain't like we know each other. Like, even if it's like a situation where it's like a face-to-face like confrontation and somebody says something crazy to you, because I've had that at my job. I've had people act crazy towards me at my job, and I remember, I think this was the best thing that I could have did with one situation, because other situations I'd say that I did engage, but I was patient with that person. So I'm like, oh, okay, like, if they acting, but today, today I was, I ain't even going to talk about that. I'll save that for a later episode and stuff, but, no, I remember a guy, this happened a while ago, but a guy, he overall felt like he was being overcharged on his food. And I'm like, bro, whatever you put in there, like, that's what you put in there. That's how much it's going to cost. Like this, it was like 2 situations where it's like that, but the other guy, I think dude was like on drugs or something, because I remember he asked me for a pen and he was going around taking orders for people, and I'm like, bro, I don't even work there. So I'm like, that was just a random. But anyways, the other guy, no, he worked there and stuff, and he was like yelling and like acting crazy and stuff. I ignored that dude and I moved on to the next customer. I'm like, how's your day going? I'm like, I ain't got time to be dealing with people like that. Like, that's overall how you guys see situations. I ain't got the time for this. Like, this is not, no, I'm not going to be dealing with this. And then if they put hands on you, then that's when you roundhouse kick them, okay? Because I'm like, yeah, that's old, young, roundhouse kick them. You straight Chuck Norris the top of their head, all right, with no regrets whatsoever. So I'm like, one person, they got one time to put their hands on me at my job, and I'm like, I don't want it to lead down to that. Okay, like, obviously a person ain't going to be going around roundhouse kicking people and stuff. But I will just be all like, I don't know, I might do some NBA stuff. They push me, I'm going to flop all on that floor and be looking at people like, ref, do something, okay, eject them from the game. Like, that's, do that. That's the more logical thing, flop on them. They push you, you just shake your head like crazy, you fall on that floor, and you look around and scream out, ref. And you wait for that whistle to go off and things, but all jokes aside, though, like, no, it's like, if you do have problems at work and stuff, like, either find, like, you gotta, like, find a job that you know you're going to love. Like, find that line of work where you know you're going to love. You gotta go through school, if you gotta go through a crap ton of training, do whatever you gotta do to be at that job that you know you're going to love. And if you know you ain't gonna love this job, because the job that I'm at, I wouldn't say that I love it, but I would say that I'm at standings at this job where I'm like, I want it to be the only job that I work at. It's like, and if something happens where I end up losing this job, then I'm like, okay, well, people that I was working with, some of the greatest people I think I've ever worked with. And I mean, it was my one and only job and stuff, so I'm like if I do work at another job, then I'm like, okay, but it ain't compared to the guys that I was working with. So I'm like, those guys, they cool, down to earth people and stuff. So that's why I'm like, nah, those are people that it's just like, where it's like, dang, like if I did get another job, then I'm like, dang, I wish like one of these guys would start working here too and stuff. So, but no, it's like that's why I'm like, you have like a good relationship with the people that you're working with and things. But you always like, if you overall don't love the job, then I'm like, oh, okay. But it's like, if you have a good relationship with the people that you're working with, that's cool too. You could do that. Like, that's nothing wrong with that. So, anyways, and then I wrote down school. School, like, positive message about school and things. School ain't gonna last forever. Like, I mean, yeah, you go through, like, of course, like, the standard school, like, elementary. I mean, like, I don't know. Do elementary kids be listening to podcasts? I would highly doubt anybody in elementary is listening to my podcast. Like, if they are, like, they, like, talking about they 9, 10 years old and stuff, they're like, oh, yeah, I listen to podcast stuff all the time and things. I'm like, what? like, I don't know, like, that wasn't something that I really did when I was a kid and stuff. But anyways, I remember I downloaded podcasts because I just seen that they were free, and I'm like, oh, well, if it's free, I might as well download it. I'm that person. Something's free, I'm like, well, I might as well download it. There ain't no problem with that. But anyways, yeah, but like, yeah, get like elementary. I mean, for any of my elementary viewers out there, yeah, recess is just around the corner. Okay, so just wait for recess. Middle school. What can I say? Like middle school, I feel like middle school kids, like they don't even. I don't even know if middle school kids be listening to podcasts, but if they do, lunch is just around the corner. So yeah, like you can like do what you gotta do at lunch and things. But it ain't gonna last forever. Elementary ain't gonna last forever. Middle school ain't gonna last forever. High school ain't gonna last forever. College ain't gonna last forever. None of that stuff is gonna last forever. So it's like, make the enjoyable moments like the best moments. Like if you out having fun, like all that other stuff, make those the best moments of your time in school. But yeah, it's like, and if it's stressing you out, like that's how it is. That's school, man. That's how school is. School always stressed me out, but I got through with it, and I graduated high school, so I'm happy about that. You know, like, and if probably went through college, I feel like I had more things to say if I went through college and stuff. But no, it's like even for those that are in college, like, you know, you'll get through it. Everybody does. Getting that degree, getting that bachelor's or master, whatever they be calling it and stuff. I don't know if these kids be calling college degrees and things, but anyways, yeah, like you'll get what you need to get in school. Like just keep going. All right, that stuff, like, is by the time when you reach that ending point, then you're gonna realize, like, dang, it didn't even seem like it lasted that long. Cause now that I'm out of school, I'm like, dang, and then I'm like, now that I've been out of there for years now. I graduated when I was 17. Now I'm 23, and I'm like, dang, it's been that long. Like that don't even seem right, man. Like it really doesn't. Like it'll be in the near future when I'm going to a high school reunion. I'm gonna be like, man, I just seen y'all like last week during graduation. Like, what is this? But nah, like it's school goes by quick, man. So I'm like, for those that are in school right now, yeah, it's gonna go by quick. Don't sweat it. Do not sweat it. All right. And if you got crazy teachers and things, they crazy teachers. You know that. Everybody knows that. Even I know that your teachers are crazy teachers. You ain't gotta tell nobody nothing. Just get through the class though, pass it, move on, and then yeah, throw an egg at their door or something, throw a water balloon at their door or something. I don't know, freaking let off a skunk in their classroom, but then descent so it won't spray out the skunk juice all over the place and things. But just give them a good scare. You know, that's there ain't no problem with that. Giving them a good scare and so what. But if they old, like if they a young teacher, then okay, well no, because anybody can have a medical emergency. So don't even do that. Throw like a water balloon at their door or something, but make sure it's like, I don't know, like freaking oil, like cooking oil or something. So yeah, and then it's just like all sticky and things and slimy and stuff. So do something like that, all right? But anyways, yeah, you'll get through school. Then I wrote down relationships. If you're in a bad relationship, get out of it. Point blank simple. Nobody deserves to be in a bad relationship. Nobody. So I'm like, do not put yourself in a situation where you are in a bad relationship and you're having to deal with it. No, ain't nobody has to deal with that type of stuff. Man or woman or dog or cat, lizard, I don't care what you are or who you are. You should not be in a bad relationship. Period. Find that Jack to your rose. I don't know. Does that even make any sense? They ain't even. I feel like those words, all those words I just said, the Jack and Rose and blah, like that. No, that like you be a rose finding a Jack, okay? Or you could be a Jack finding a rose. Overall, you gotta find that match. You gotta find that person that just changes everything for you. But do not be in a bad relationship and stuff. I'm trying to hurry up, speed through this podcast because I'm trying to record other videos and stuff. So yeah. Don't be in a bad relationship. Find yourself a good match, and then yeah, with your dreams, follow through with your dreams. And with life can go by fast, but then at the same time, it's like, you know, you like during that time, you gotta treat like the moments, like the fast moments, as like as slow as possible and things. Overall, enjoy life, all right. But anyways, I'm gonna end this podcast because I got other stuff to be doing and things, and I'm not trying to waste like all night recording this one podcast and stuff. So anyways, I apologize if I rushed through this pretty fast. But anyways, I'm just trying to get through with some other videos and stuff. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for listening. If you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're purchasing tickets from the website SeatGeek for the first time, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. Knocks $20 off your first purchase. So, that being said, it's been another episode of the TMossBoss Show. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching and or listening, and peace.